welcome back to the episode.
Back?
Yes, welcome back.
Oh.
To the John 2 zone.
The way you started it is welcome back to the episode like it was the second half.
Can I have the introduction, please?
No.
Okay. This is episode, what, 36?
5.
35?
Yeah, because the last episode was 34.
Damn. Well, that's crazy. Well, as you can see, we're in an undisclosed bunker. Turns out Robert Kennedy Jr. was right. Nuclear fallout happened. We're recording this several days into the future. And so, yeah, we're all about to die. So we're here with Bart in our Twin Peaks lodge. And we're having a grand old time. We needed this time off. So, how's it going, guys? You guys relaxed? Having a good time?
I mean,
I like it out here.
we're recording this, so I don't know if I'm relaxed.
We're just having a good time. We're just, we had the option to record it before, but we're like, you know what? No, let's switch it up. Let's give the 4 people what they want, and that's a new background.
Let's give Anu what he wants.
Exactly. You gotta stop shining him out. We gotta start getting payment from him with all these free shout outs. He's basically BetterHelp on a podcast, or SeatGeek. That's how many shout outs he's getting from us. But I got my talking points, so I also got a new mic. This is weird. I'm used to the bigger mic, so now it feels
Wonky.
It feels like I'm holding just a. I'm not gonna. You know what? I'm not gonna go down there yet. I'm not going down that path. You know why? Because we the best.
You must be new with something. We the best.
Be the best, man.
Luke got pulled over, and I should have said it. I really did. That would have been amazing. This is my camera roll, not the.
Are you looking at pictures of Sydney Sweeney?
Not right now. I forgot my age. Sometimes I don't know if you guys notice this, but like sometimes whenever I'm thinking of other people's ages, of like, oh, this person is like a really popular actor from like Nickelodeon, and I'm trying to think of the girl that looks like Sherpka McKenna. I think that's, or I don't know, Kiernan Sherpka. Kiernan Sherpka, she's in Mad Men. She plays Donald Draper's daughter. But now she's our age, so she's like 22. There's a girl that looks exactly like her named McKenna Grace, and she's 17, like super popular, and I was like, oh wow, like, damn, my life is passing me up. It just keeps on going, and we have a podcast to show for it.
Life is just a collection of fleeting moments.
I know, because sometimes I feel good, and then sometimes I don't about life. Sometimes I see people doing worse than me, I'm like, awesome. Great, I'm at a good pace.
I pray on your downfall.
I don't pray on their downfall necessarily. It makes me feel good because I feel like I'm failing, and then someone else, I'm like, I know they're not failing either. They're probably succeeding in their own right. But like, I'm doing at least something right. That's all I want to know. I'm doing some things. My whole worldview isn't skewed because I've been getting high recently, and there's a lot of times where I think I like sat down and I was just like, everything I'm doing, everyone is hating me. I'm just like sitting there. It's mostly because I've been watching so many Martin Scorsese movies. He's been fucking with my mentals. Because
Your Mentos.
He really makes me think, and I'm like, God damn it, I hate you for this. I hate you, Marty. I can't quit you. That's another movie I need to watch. But yeah, I don't know. It's just something that's been happening. I'm like, damn. I was literally staring at the clips from like I wasn't watching the podcast. I watched it once just to get the clips, and then that's it. But whenever I was just like staring at the YouTube channel, I was like, what's going on here? What am I?
Where is Weezer?
Where is Weezer?
Where's Weezer? Where is my pride, my ego? Where
Long
is that?
gone.
I was never there in the first place.
Harrison, is the mic picking up Jose chopping upstairs?
Just barely.
Just barely?
I mean, like, if we're quiet, you can hear it.
That mic usually picks up everything.
Yeah.
So that's the only reason.
I mean, I also have it. I'm monitoring it pretty low right now.
Oh.
But
he's on the 1s and 2s, so we got that on lock.
Jose is currently making a Spook Daddy.
Yes, good times. But yeah, I was thinking about the podcast. But then I think about like the little sketches we're doing, and I'm like, you know what? This could be something. We just need we gotta hone in our craft, and I have faith. One or two will do good. I think one will do like. I have faith at least one will do really good.
And then never again.
No, I think after that they'll be like. You know how like when it's in, we've talked about this. Whenever it's in the moment, nothing changes, but when you look back, everything's changed.
So much has passed.
We'll have one good one, and that will raise our expectations, and then we'll look back and we're like, wait a minute, they're all pretty good. Like some people have been doing what we're trying to do, and it hasn't been doing as well.
Well, we're on episode 35. You can't say we're not committed.
We're really committed, and that's that's what I appreciate. We at least have all of this. Like, you know what? Say what you want to like anyone. We're locked in because
we're gonna get to a full year soon.
Yeah, it'll be September.
We got 40 views on one. That's a W in my book.
Because I'm also just thinking how many weeks we skipped, because it will be like 52 episodes by that time rolls around. Probably more like 50 or 49, I think.
Probably more like 48. I think we've skipped more than 2 weeks.
I think Christmas time.
So. Yeah, Christmas time we skipped a lot. But, but I've been coming to it's been recently coming to terms where I'm at and being happy with that. So I should be happy about it. I don't know why I'm not, and even though I should be. I don't know. It's a weird feeling.
I'll look at it this way. We're just now a year out of college, and I don't think most people don't have their lives together that quickly out of it.
I have high expectations for myself.
Well,
I think that's just my ego talking, though.
You and your ego.
Your pride, your ego. It's like a balancing act, too, though. I think you have to have some confidence in yourself. I think going through life without an ego is probably the worst thing you can do.
I mean, plenty of animals do that and they survive. Like
yeah,
jellyfish literally have no brains.
Yeah, but like they're not going to be cemented in history.
Otters.
What's the most significant thing a jellyfish has done in history?
Sting someone?
Yeah, I'm sure we could look it up, and there's like, jellyfish stung like Winston Churchill or something, and he got rabies.
Famous
jellyfish
people
stings.
stung by jellyfish.
No, just famous jellyfish stings. Not famous.
Or just look up famous jellyfish in general.
Because who gives a shit if Barack Obama is stung by a jellyfish? But if it has effects on something.
Because like you got Stingray that killed Steve Irwin.
We're not talking about stingrays.
Well, yeah, I know, but I'm saying there's something like that.
But he just, in the grand scheme of it all, like, he didn't kill like the prime minister. He killed Steve Irwin.
I mean, I'm pretty sure at one point Australia's prime minister just walked off into the ocean and he was never seen again. Maybe it was a jellyfish that did him in.
That doesn't count. That's all hearsay.
According to Google here, not getting much results for any famous names stung, but the most famous jellyfish is the lion's mane jellyfish, one of the largest in the world, growing to an average length of 1.5 feet to 6.5 feet.
You're just proving my point. That's just a famous jellyfish. It's not a singular jellyfish. That's famous for existing. Humans can be famous for existing. Our existence is insane. We have podcasts, dude. This is crazy.
Are there any like jellyfish like?
Imagine an
cartoon
alien
characters?
coming in and just like, this is what you guys are doing? Do you think aliens have podcasts?
I hope not.
That'd be sick.
I mean, if they have like audio storage, then they probably do. If they have speech and audio storage,
They probably just don't call it a podcast.
I
But
want to go on a. We got to collab with aliens on a podcast. Let's go to Area 61.
61,
I don't know the
that's where
area.
they keep the
51.
61's where they
51.
keep the podcasting aliens.
Oh,
The
yeah.
podcasting.
Yeah, it's a lower security level because nobody cares about the podcast.
They're like,
Yeah.
they're harmless. They're like in captivity, and they're like, we need to record.
They don't actually know anything, but they have a platform to say things.
with like
so we're fine with that.
20 viewers max.
Yeah, no, that's actually where Alex Jones lives.
We get
Area
aliens on the
61.
podcast. We're the first people to get aliens on a podcast. 70 views. Just like, okay, man.
The Planet 51 podcast.
You know, after watching Nope, that's kind of all I could think about. Is like, oh yeah, they captured an alien going in this like over this place, and like it's one picture. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not gonna get famous for that. I mean, I guess it is Hollywood, but still.
Yeah.
You know what I was thinking about? Like, kind of funny. Like, I forgot who I was talking about it with. I think it might have just been some like on Hinge or whatever. But they're like, "Oh, do you believe in ghosts?" Like, and it got to like to the subject of like, "Do you believe in ghosts or aliens?" I'm like, I feel like I believe in aliens more than I do ghosts.
100%.
Yeah, because like it's incredibly unlikely that there's not some life out
Yeah.
there somewhere aside from Earth.
Exactly. And then
Yeah.
that was the whole thing. But like, also, I was thinking about was that last year when they're like, we unveiled alien corpses, and it was just like these.
Oh yeah, the
Look-
Mexican.
Oh no,
things.
this is the Mexican. They were lying.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
pretty sure we talked about it on the podcast.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say. I just thought back to it.
Ass
It
Mexican.
just looked like it was made out of paper mache or something.
Mm.
I love that conversation. It's just a hinge ass conversation. Do you believe in ghosts or aliens?
And guess-
Well, I don't even. Nothing happened to me.
Oh no,
Of
nothing
course
happened.
not.
Indeed, they ghosted me.
Nope. Yeah.
Well, that's
either-
why they were asking.
Oh wow.
Well played, Luke.
Well played. No, you might be 100% right. That just might have would. You like ghosts or aliens? Like, I think aliens exist. And she's like, I believe in ghosts so much. Watch this. I turn into one.
She sends me Ghostbusters.
She sends you a picture of Ghostbusters. Like, you said, what is this to me? And she never talks to you again.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Explain this then.
That would've been great.
Do you like aliens or ghosts? I like otters.
You would say that.
No,
Of course
no, I
you
would.
Let's see. Yeah. So I'm thinking about age, but one of these sketches are gonna pop off. I will will it into existence.
You know what sketch I want to pop off?
Eat pent.
Eat pant.
Eat Bent.
Eat
Randy.
Yeah.
Rather eat Randy.
I wouldn't. I'd rather not. But I'm excited. I want to do more of the sketches. I feel like that should be our bread and butter. Not sketches necessarily, but
Yeah, speaking of bread and butter, how about that bread and butter from last night? That was dope as fuck.
God damn it. I was going to progress. We'll progress to making one singular short film. And if that doesn't pop off, that's when we know to quit. That will be our progression. We get one sketch to pop off, and they're like from the creators of this small thing from the internet.
I mean, me and Harrison have already made a short film.
I know you have.
Couple.
I have too, but like this is gonna be ours,
Your photo roman.
guys.
Yeah, we were all in yours.
No, but this one's gonna be good.
It's
You guys
different
don't
this
understand.
time.
It's different this time. I actually watched the right media, and I have the right
The
vision.
right wing media.
Uh-oh.
Guys, trust me. You've worked with tons of directors and people, that are craving to be in the industry. But me, trust me, I'm the one that actually has everything right. Out of all of these people that really enjoy the medium, trust me, I'm the one that gets it. I'm the one with the podcast with Bart. With Bert.
That's Brat.
Bort.
Yeah.
Shout out Charlie XCX.
So yeah. So sometimes whenever I think, I just forget that I'm 23. I forgot again. Because some days I think I'm 24, and some days I think I'm like 22. I thought I was 21 one time. I was like, yeah, I know.
How many years ago was this?
Dude, it was like last week.
That's a long
I was gonna say, if it was a couple of years ago, then you kind of were.
No, it was. I mean, like whenever I was 22, I thought I was like 21. I don't think I've come to terms with being 23. I think that kind of just like came and went.
I think you come to terms with the age you are like at the halfway point, your half birthday.
I'd say it's a little bit before that. Maybe
Yeah,
like
maybe.
3 months in.
Like I still haven't definitely because like mine was.
Okay, maybe. Yeah, I guess with you, it's all past that. Yeah.
I'm not gonna come to grips with being in my early 20s until I'm 30. I think that's how it's gonna work. Because we're gonna be doing this podcast for several years. We're finally gonna get like 100 subscribers whenever we turn 40.
Harrison, you still got your mics?
Yeah, if you're doing a podcast for 10 years and you don't have 100 subscribers, that's like, at that point, like, what are you doing?
At that point, that's more
Yeah,
of a
no.
case study.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. We'll probably have to do some We'll do reevaluations at a year. At a year, we'll reevaluate.
Let's check in. What's not working?
Yes, I think doing a podcast for a year is good because we've been creating content for it. We've been sharing it out. We've been doing. This was also kind of an experiment because everyone's like, "Let's start a podcast." I'm like, "All right, let's do it. Fuck it, let's follow through." We're the only ones that follow through it nowadays, with this day and age. Everyone's like, "I'm glad I didn't do a podcast. I'm glad I did. I'm glad I failed." So a phoenix could rise from the ashes and succeed. I thought you looked at me like you had something to say.
Yeah,
But,
it took me a bit. X-Men Dark Phoenix.
Yes. X-Men Dark Phoenix will rise.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot the full title.
The one with the phoenix.
Yeah, the one with the fire bird or whatever. Well, yeah, I think I'm happy. We'll do a whole year of this. We'll reevaluate after that. Maybe we'll just do sketches. Not sketches, but like, you know.
What did I say?
Like that one.
Like this one.
What did I say to Jose or something? It's like basically just an hour of idea farming. Because it's not like this is like the big watch point. It's
We idea farm regardless. We would do this without a camera.
yeah.
We would.
We do this without a camera.
This just forces
Yeah.
us to sit down in a concentrated fashion that's
We
dedicated to it.
need to lock in. We need to lock in and come up with ideas. How many minutes do we got?
We're at 16 now, so.
16. Damn.
You
that is
need
not
more
a lot.
ideas.
What would happen if the Avengers were in Epstein's Black Book?
Nothing.
Yeah, I mean, nothing.
Yeah.
It's not really a conversation.
No, it's crazy.
This is just the boys.
That's what I was. Whenever I was putting like some of the talking points together, I was like, "This is just the boys." Except not really.
That's just the Hero-gasm episode. Well, minus the
no.
child trafficking.
Well, because if they were in like Epstein's Black Book and it was released, like who's protecting us from the Hulk? No one is protecting us from Iron Man, Thor. If they're touching kids and we're like, stop it, they're gonna like, what are you gonna
They're
do?
like, Thor, you're bothering me.
Yeah, the Avengers are Me Too proof because it's like, what are we gonna do? They're just going to kill us. Which is kind of like what Homelander could just do, but I guess the boys is already. I was like, oh well, yeah, this would be interesting, but yeah, it's just the boys.
Now this is a story.
Yeah, there's a reason superhero deconstruction is a genre in and of itself.
Yeah, it's just they just run it to the ground, and now guys like me can't go on a podcast and riff about it. It sucks. I think there was another point of contention. I think this just goes back to the earlier. It's easy to look at a graph and think, oh yeah, I got more to learn. It's another thing to look it in the eye. Like you've seen that graph where it's like what you think you know.
You know, the same thing also goes for giraffes. It's the easy thing to look at a giraffe and say, oh yeah, I need to know more about giraffes. And then you look it in the eye and it's like, bah!
Yeah, that's right. That's a good one.
No.
Yeah, all right. I'm glad you said it, not me. Yeah, no, guys. The more I learn in life, the more I realize I don't know anything
About
and
giraffes.
I don't know anything about giraffes either. I think that hand up. I think they breed asexually, straight up. I don't think they don't have sex.
The baby just appears.
Mm-hmm.
No, was it like stuff that makes you feel so small, like
Giraffes.
Yeah. No, like
0.1 loop.
you know me. I love my Google Maps, where I will like go to a random country and I'll take the street view and drop myself in some like random rural part. I'm like, wow, I feel so small. This is just like a total part of the world that's like so big, and I just we'll probably never see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you drop somewhere in Africa and you like looked at the side of the road and hey, there's a giraffe.
I feel even smaller now.
Yeah, they're pretty big.
Yeah. I think a lot about my small spot in the world and how some other people that had like such big places, like big spots or like an impact, and like
Giraffes have pretty big spots.
They do.
Damn it! I'm gonna...
I think we should draw a giraffe.
No, I have an idea of what to draw, but Stop talking about giraffes. Stop it.
Make
I've
us.
lost everything. I've lost the plot. I've lost it. I'm just. Where's my beer? This is ridiculous. But yeah, no. The more I, you learn more, and then you're like, oh, I don't know anything. I need to kill myself.
I need the bottle or the can opener.
Oh, my fault, OG. Oh, I forgot you still have those tomatoes.
I'll never forgive you.
Sorry about
What
that.
the fuck do you have a Connor Eats Pants reference on the thing?
It's not a Connor Eats Pants reference.
That's.
I think
ridiculous.
Connor Eats Pants is referencing the
ridiculous.
original
That's
image of
ridiculous.
Eat Pants.
That's ridiculous. That's a ridiculous accusation. He doesn't know real media. That's why he's only one of my actors for my sketches. I appreciate his acting.
He's nothing but a
good.
thespian to you.
I know. That's why I had him on the. What is it? On the punchline. I know he could deliver on that. What was I going to say?
Something about big spots because giraffes have them.
Big spots in the world. Oh no, these people, like who is Rodney Dangerfield? There's a lot of people talking about him, and like, he's the king of one-liners. He's super hilarious. At this point, like, can you? Maybe you guys could probably name a Rodney Dangerfield joke.
I'm looking him up right now. Oh, this guy. I just didn't know his name.
See what I mean? He was one of the biggest comedians, one of the best, and now he's just like a passing glance. Like, oh, who was that guy? Like that's it. I don't know. That's insane to me. Like you can make some of the best art, and like you're just gonna go away with the rest of the world.
I love the top article about him by Rolling Stone. Rodney Dangerfield gone to pot.
Gone to pot?
Yeah. Is he? Wait.
That's how I want to be gone to.
Pot.
Yeah,
When did he
right.
Oh man, he died at Ronald Reagan UCLA Medical Center.
Damn. Well, that's a tough way to go. That really is.
Imagine dying to Ronald Reagan.
And many people probably
I-
did.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very possible we do too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
The effects
yeah.
are long lasting.
Yeah. So it feels weird whenever better men than me are, like, they get so big and they're, like, actually, talented. And then they're just gone to the winds of time. And that's crazy to me. As soon as we get, like, electronic and, like, everything is AI, everything, the original content will be lost. And we'll start saying, that's a Connor Eats Pants reference to Bart Simpson. So, it's a crazy world we live in. And
It's crazy.
I'm not ready for the time to pass. I very much love living in the moment, but then everything changes, and then you look back, nothing changes, and you look back, and everything changed.
I need to live in the moment.
It's scary, and that's
Yeah.
why I need to stop getting high.
Yeah, John, I've been holding this in for a bit. You know what lives in a danger field?
I already...
SpongeBob SquarePants.
Giraffes.
I knew it.
Where's my beer?
Every time Luke mentions giraffe, you have to drink.
Yeah. No, I don't. He would just
And
stop
you kind
mentioning.
of already have been.
He stopped
Yeah,
mentioning
I was gonna
giraffe.
say
All
this.
of
It wouldn't change what you've already been doing.
We're having a good time, brother. It's a Saturday. This is what is it? We normally have we ever recorded on a Saturday? I don't think we have.
Maybe. I think we might have for one of the, before Christmas ones.
I know.
That was a Sunday.
I know one
Okay.
of the days we for sure haven't recorded on is a Friday. Otherwise,
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
trying
there's
to...
no reason we would record on a Friday.
Yeah, I think otherwise we have recorded on almost every other day of the week.
No?
We've recorded on a Thursday.
I'm pretty sure.
I think
I
we
don't-
definitely have.
I don't
Like
think
when we were
so.
trying to stack an episode, like we knew we won't be able to film next week.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, because I think it was like a Tuesday, Thursday, like a.
Yeah, because like we're losers, but we're not that big of losers. We're not going to record a podcast on a Saturday or a Friday.
Well, what are we doing right now?
But we're on vacation. We're having a good
Again,
time.
what are we doing right now?
What are you guys aren't going to go out to the bars? We're just going to be like chilling around. What would we be doing if we weren't doing this?
Helping Jose cook spaghetti.
No, we wouldn't have.
Yeah, that's true. We wouldn't actually be helping.
No, he would have been just. We would be watching Adventure Time or Adventure Bros.
Yeah.
Something with adventure in the name. I don't know.
We love adventure.
We do for a group of fellows that
We're
stay
playing
in on the
Adventure
weekends.
Capital.
We're pretty adverse to adventure.
We had an adventure today.
Oh yeah, we went on a little adventure.
We almost
We're just averse to social adventures.
you almost jumped off a
That
big
too.
cliff.
You guys are. I'm not social, but like I'll go out.
People
I'll go
just
talk.
scare me.
You scare people. We scare people. We have a podcast. That's just,
I just don't tell people that I'm part of it.
I don't either. I genuinely don't tell people I have a podcast. I just keep it on the internet, which is both bad, but like I don't know. I don't try to initiate podcast talk with people. That's not.
Hey, so I got to this podcast. You want to come on sometime?
Yeah, I appreciate it. Jesus, he is murdering someone up there. I appreciate it whenever like people like talk to me like, oh hey, like I saw a clip. I thought it was funny. I was like,
Reminds me
at
of
least
The
I'm not.
Office.
At least I'm not doing it just to the void. Someone's looking at the clip and thinking it's funny.
Or they're like,
That's
man, what are you doing?
fair. No one has come up to me and said that.
You need help.
Honestly, I would. It would depend who said it to me. Who would have to tell us? Who's like not the lowest person? Who's the lowest person that you hold in like regards? Like not like someone that I'm not saying like David Lynch is like, what are you doing? Like one of not like your idol, but like someone that's made like incredible work. Like for me, it would be like I don't know, like Scorsese or Wes Anderson. Like, hey John, stop that podcast shit, dog. Well, who would be like if they came up to me and was like, why are you doing your podcast? And I would just like, you know what, you're right, and I'd stop. Mayor of Chicago, if you asked me that, I'd be like, I'm gonna keep doing it regardless. Fuck
Well, see, the
noise.
thing is, like they need to give me an alternative because like this is a net neutral on my life right now.
Yeah, this is.
Yeah.
I am receiving no income or anything. It's just doing it.
Yeah, like if
too.
you've got something you want me doing, like Mr. Famous Person that I respect, then like then
He
I'm
gives
gonna
you-
be doing that.
Yeah.
No, he gives you a reason it's a net negative. I don't know why, but it would be.
I mean, they'd have to thoroughly convince me.
fair. So who's the person in highest regard that asks you to stop?
Come on.
I think it really depends on what their argument is.
I mean, you know mine.
Because like
That's fair.
I'd stop
I
if
don't
my
know.
parents gave me a good argument for
They're
it.
like, yeah, you can't support this man.
If my parents told me to stop the pot, I probably
Again, it's
wouldn't.
more about
But
the
I'll think
argument
about
than
it.
the
Yeah,
person.
yeah. I guess you're right.
And again, you're asking the question in regard to like who we hold as a high standard in terms of creative.
I guess. No. The more I think about it, it's the argument. What's the argument that'll make you stop?
Think about your
The
digital footprint.
Digital footprint. My digital footprint isn't that bad. I talk about it like people being like, oh, like I have a bad footprint. I'm like,
I remember when you.
Bro, you got a digital footprint. I'm on my digital tippy toes.
yeah. You got a digital pinky toe.
Yeah.
I remember when you got your job offer. You're like, time to dispose of some videotapes.
And I didn't delete a single tweet.
You just
I-
went private.
Yeah, but like it was just they probably can still find me. I'll give them my Twitter. I don't care.
They'll be like, oh god, this guy sucks.
Yeah, they don't need it though. They know I do good work. All right, I just do good work. I clock in, I clock out. But my digital footprint isn't that bad. It's pretty.
See what
For-
happens if I Google you.
For some people that like have it bad, I think I have it pretty good. I don't think you can't look
Jose
up
is a
you can't look up my
giant.
actual name, but you could probably if you look up my because my is on several.
I just see your dad.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, you got the protection with your dad.
Which
Yeah. That's why I just have my. That's why if you got to find me by my @ My @ is not. You can't find too much. I don't. I wasn't on Twitter whenever like every other viral tweet would get you a BuzzFeed article. I wasn't big in that era.
what is he
So
doing?
he's probably chopping things up.
He sounds like he's beating the shit out of someone.
It could be that he's mashing the tomatoes.
I know, John. So I looked you up, and one of the first things that came up was that thing you posted on Twitter recently, where it's like your age, city, job, in a relationship, and your political stance.
Yeah.
And it's just
That
that.
was pretty accurate, sadly.
Then it's a picture of some Dallas basketball players, 77 and 25. One's going like this.
77.
Yeah.
That might just be a tweet I replied to because that's
No,
Luka,
it does say it's Twitter.
that's Luka Doncic.
And by the way, we got 30 seconds.
Damn. All right. Do we have anything to talk about? I don't know. Yeah, my digital footprint is not that bad. And if you want to hear more about my digital footprint and how awesome it is, tune into the next half. Why not? I just got time for. Welcome back to the John 2 Zone. We're on to the second half. Okay, now I finally remember why I forgot that I want to bring up how like little like an imprint you can have, because it's gonna start happening quicker now. Because there is a kid, I don't know, the Justin Timberlake getting pulled over memes, his mugshot. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
The kid, you just didn't know who he was whenever he pulled him over.
Oh yeah, no, I saw it.
And like he was having strict. That was one of the main reasons, because I was like, oh wow, like Justin Timberlake. We lived in Justin Timberlake era.
This is gonna affect the tour.
The world's. I don't know why. I don't. Hand up. I don't like that meme. I think that meme fucking sucks.
It was funny like the day it happened, but I mean even then it wasn't that funny.
I think Twitter can't get a good meme going like it used to. It used to be like people understood, had some kind of like semblance of how to keep, I don't know, a joke going.
Yeah.
It died right away. I feel like we've been able to keep jokes going for longer, but now you just can't.
Well,
Twitter just sucks now.
My favorite one meme though is the one where it showed remember the selfie kid from the Super Bowl when Justin Timberlake performed?
Yes.
How he got arrested at
yeah.
California pizza kitchen in LA for trying to fight someone, and they just put their mugshots together.
That's crazy that like it's crazy that he like people keep tabs on him, on that selfie kid. Cuz like he took a selfie.
He was on Ellen because of it.
we missed such a good era where you could get famous from just the dumbest things.
Alex from Target.
The mom wearing the Chewbacca mask.
Oh, I forgot about that. That's a real deep cut.
Damn Daniel.
Yeah.
Ken Bone.
Oh yeah,
Who was Ken Bone?
that was the guy at the like the Republican debate right now.
I think no, it was a presidential. It was the fat guy in the red jacket.
Oh, okay, so yeah, the presidential debate.
Yeah, presidential debate. And everyone's like, we need to be more like Ken Bone. And they're like, he's just a dude.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, this guy.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
humongous.
Mm-hmm.
Or what's his name? The Tim Tebow. When there was that craze with all like the Christian people.
Brother, that's the first one you missed entirely on.
Yeah, I know that's like a game guy player.
Tim
Sports.
Tebow is one of the best college football players of all time.
I know he's like pursued a life after that, but like when there was that craze when he did the stance or
Because he was really good at football. That's why. That is entirely different. He actually did something. These other people, it's dumb, whatever. Tim Tebow, I'll defend Tim Tebow, college football.
Yeah, wait, John, can you lean forward again? Keep going.
Why?
Keep going. Yeah, so you're in shadow, your face is about the same exact color as the wood in the background.
Really?
Yeah.
Right now?
Yeah.
What the heck?
Here, wait, I'll flip the thing.
Interesting. Oh, what the? Oh no, I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. I wonder if. We're back. We're back in a big way. So yeah, no, seeing that kid like, oh, I didn't know who Justin Timberlake was. That's crazy. But that's also, I bet you he knows who Justin Timberlake is. He probably just like.
Like if you showed him like a pop culture moment, yeah, he'd probably be like, "Oh yeah, I know that."
He's just not like, I think, distinct looking enough.
Yeah,
Like who's someone that's
he
like
is white guy.
like you see all this stuff about like Tony Hawk not getting recognized.
Mm-hmm. That's another guy that's just like, you know who he is. You just might not recognize his face.
Mm-hmm.
That could be a lot of people. I don't know. Steve Zahn, whenever we're putting...
I mean, Luke recognized him.
Yeah,
I recognize him too. I think... Did we all talk about it? Or... Well, we weren't like...
That was as we were all leaving.
We weren't friends. So...
yeah.
We didn't like you then.
Yeah, that's fair. I didn't either.
I didn't like the old you.
No, I didn't like me. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, I see. The old John.
Yes. Whenever me and the little Sasquatch were just chilling out for like 2 days.
Just
and-
chopping it up.
Yeah.
That's what Jose's doing, chopping it up.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, no, we're doomed to have our... People used to have 15... How many? It's 15 minutes of fame?
Yeah.
It's just gotten short. It's like 5 minutes now.
Uh huh.
You don't get that much
On
fame.
TikTok, it's
Yeah, fame
seconds.
inflation.
Yeah.
Fameflation.
Everyone's getting fame, but it's only for like a couple of. Yeah,
we gotta cash in on that term because you got shrinkflation, you got bullshitification. We gotta go with fameflation.
fame. Yeah, we came up. All right, we came up with fameflation and spaghettification today.
We did not come up with spaghettification. That is a scientific term for what happens when you go into a black hole.
No, we came up.
What was the context? Was it
the way that
of a?
we did it in our own way, but yeah,
I mean,
fameflation.
sure.
Because yeah, it's because there's so many different intersects in life. Like, who's the most famous person right now? Like, what, the Pope?
Probably Taylor Swift.
Yeah, Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift. Yeah. I guess we have pop stars now, but like even at this point, it's just like an algorithm telling us who to like.
Yeah.
Like, that was crazy. Whenever, I don't know if you saw with the Sabrina Carpenter, where on Spotify, like they would just play her song after like. If it was like, they didn't know what to put, or just like it was like on like a random, for just like play any song, and I was like, oh, people are listening to this. It's like, yeah, it's a big song, but like, are you pumping up those numbers? Which that also fucked me up too.
Well, I mean, then you had the people being like, yeah, Kendrick doesn't have all these streams. The song's not that big, and then.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm saying. Not in like that terms where like people are like he doesn't have that. I'm talking about them like inflating streams, like inflating their star power by, just like Spotify. I don't think they would do. I don't think Spotify would do that. Would they?
Yeah.
Do they have an incentive to?
I mean, Spotify has a track record being the most least morally sound stream.
But do they have an incentive, and like if so, why to like inflate just one artist and like one big song?
Labels paying them?
Would they? I don't know. I feel like that's just like not even too corrupt, but it's like too much. Not work, but like
Warner Music and Columbia Records would definitely do that.
They would do that, but why would Spotify allow that? And why hasn't?
Because they're getting paid.
But why hasn't that been like? I feel like it would have been leaked by now. I feel like we would all know. You know what I mean? Like. Oh, they're pumping up, Swift's numbers, but Swift, everyone loves Swift, so it's like.
Phil Swift, yeah.
Yes.
With Swift TV.
Mm-hmm. So I don't know. Maybe we need to become industry plants. You guys think that's? We can.
I mean,
let's just throw out all our morals and values. Why not? No more good old fashioned values that we used to rely.
Man, if I'm gonna be an industry plant, I want to be a bush.
not
like maybe a berry bush that's being used for like blueberry harvesting. That's not an industry plant.
What if you were a shrub or topiary?
Fuck that shit. Fuck topiaries and shrubs.
I want to be a succulent.
A succulent?
Well,
Yeah.
what industry are you getting used in though? Because I don't know that I guess like just the plant industry, the indoor house plant industry.
You're decorative.
I don't know. Decorative, yeah.
You could be a crop.
I'll be.
What kind of plant are you? Are you a crop or you are a decoration?
That's fair, yeah. No, I'm too.
Damn, I feel like that's some like manosphere shit. Like, are you a crop or are you a decoration?
You need to bring back BuzzFeed and do this.
Yeah.
If you were an industry plant, what kind of plant would you be? And everyone's like, I don't even know how to answer this question.
I would be a guava.
Guava?
Guava?
Yeah, because I don't know, being an industry, that's just not fun. I too much care about what I would be putting out as just like a product to throw away my values.
I feel like I also like look at because a lot of industry plants are just people that have like family. They're part of like a record label or whatever, or just think about like nepo babies or whatever.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, those are music industry. I'm talking about more guys that like, the ones that Marvel bring in to direct movies, and they're like, I don't care, just give me millions of dollars, and like whoever Disney can have final cut of this movie. Like, that would be the last thing I would want, ever.
Yeah.
If anyone was like, you don't get final cut, I would tell them to shoot themselves in the head.
Yeah,
like, I'd rather die.
Yeah, like, fuck, you're making me use Premiere instead of Final Cut? Come on.
Oh, come on.
I have to support Adobe.
Ugh.
I'd rather, yeah, burn this whole place down and take everyone here with me.
Which also too, the John 2 zone is about to no longer be edited on Adobe.
Oh, let's go.
But no, I would never want someone to have Final Cut.
Watch the cord.
I got it. I got it. I would never want anyone else to have Final Cut unless I'm working with someone. I don't want it to be like a studio, like keeping it out of my hands. If someone's like, oh, like try this, like trust me, this will work better, and I agree with it, I'll be like, sure, why not?
Collaborators versus commanders.
But those, yeah, being like an empty vessel for a studio, that sounds so just empty and degrading. I don't have that interest in mind.
That's just literally any director of a Disney project now.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, exactly. That's not fun. They just want their name to have value, not their work.
It's literally just resume builders for them.
Mm-hmm. It's ridiculous. We're getting to that point where people just aren't respecting art as a product, and
Because it isn't.
I think
it's just content product.
I think it's it's capitalist, but it's also people in STEM. I hate people in STEM so fucking much.
You heard it here, folks. John
I hate
hates
them.
women in STEM.
Yep.
And men in STEM. Equality.
And thems.
And them. They, thems. Whatever gender is in STEM, I hate them. And
Dr.
you can now
Seuss.
keep that for the record. Don't you dare fucking cut that. Don't get your hands off that damn keyboard. We're not cutting that. We're not cutting that. I get Final Cut. But yeah, they're just treating it as content and not something that could be like viewed, think about it, because they don't think whenever they're watching this stuff. They get on their phone and they're just like, I don't get it. I have to think too much. And it's like, yeah, because you didn't pay attention in English class, and so now you don't know, like, is that a metaphor? I don't know what that
Basic
means.
literacy.
No, people don't understand how important the arts are. And I'm not trying to be like pretentious in like the arts or like everything. But like, you need to have some aspects of it in life, and I feel like we've just like abandoned it completely.
Mm-hmm.
And it's frustrated, like the ever living. I go so hard for it now because it frustrates me to no end that people are like, oh no, we need more people in STEM. And it's like, no, there's a whole world out here.
Well, then also
and
too, the market gets saturated then for people in STEM. There's not enough jobs for them.
It's already happening. There's people that are doing computer science and they're doing DoorDash and Uber Eats, just trying to. That's their first job out of college.
IT people getting their jobs taken by AI and.
Yeah, exactly. They don't understand. There's so much more to the world. And they want to.
Than employability.
But that's another issue in and of itself. I understand that people trying to get employed. That's something I'll never brag on anyone for. They're like, I'm trying to get a good paying job. I think we all are at the end of the day. But it's also a juggling act too. How much are you going to sacrifice? Like, are you going to...
Everything.
We don't know how much
He sacrificed.
He sacrificed his podcast for this job. For that, we salute him.
He got that promotion.
At what cost?
He lost his podcast.
He can no longer do the little sketch shows with his roommates.
Yeah, John,
God.
if you got an actual job with your company and you had to give up your podcast to do it, would you?
Would ya?
Why would that have to be a... That is hard. I would have to figure out how much they're paying me. They're paying me pretty well right now. But
They're like, John,
Without-
we love you, but we don't love your podcast.
if they
Yeah,
even...
this is the argument that they're giving from earlier. This is the argument that you're taking here.
Yeah, exactly. I know. That's why I'm saying I don't hold it against people that take the... Because the issue in and of itself is that we can't... I don't want to get into the whole like capitalism bad. But it's like we should be able to have some type of sustenance. We should be able to live without having a job. We should, bare minimum, be able to go through life. You should have health care. You should be able to, bare minimum provide for yourself and the family. But that's not the world we live in. So, yeah, you're going to take that job in STEM. But like, I feel like there still should be an appreciation for the arts at the end of the day. They're like, there should be a focus on it. I feel like it's always been there in society, but now that, you know, we love our capitalism, everything needs to be go, 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 and
But now,
squeezed out for profit, it's losing.
and now they're like, well, why?
But that's just me being angry at the world.
Now they're like, why would you want to get into the arts when AI can do it for you?
Oh my god, it frustrates me to no end. I want to just like I want to Bart choke anyone who is like,
Why you little?
but AI can do it. AI can't do it. AI
Can
AI,
AI choke me?
AI cannot come up with this. I
AI
guarantee you
could
that.
very easily come up with that.
Yeah.
No, there's something about, you know,
Yeah, put in a
Look at
distorted
that, look-
Peter Griffin on a blackboard saying Lewis.
it won't be as funny as this. I'll
Fair
guarantee
enough.
you that.
That I'll give to you.
Exactly. Yeah.
You
I
see,
think at the-
that's the whole thing with AI. It's like you can do it, but it won't get that. Like, oh,
won't
this
be
is
good.
definitely drawn by human. It will never be able to be like, oh, this was.
It won't be. Yeah, people are doing like the AI movies with like. Those are I don't get. I really want to meet someone that has seen those like AI movies and like, oh, this is good, because none of them are. You look at, because I feel like all of us appreciate all the TV shows we watch, like they have like small details that you appreciate, and then like these movies, it's like, this person doesn't have a thumb in the AI. What is this? This isn't anything.
One of the things that's so funny to me is just the people who were like, that did those AI movies and they're proud of it. They're like, what are you proud of? You didn't do shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, also, I just wanted to bring this up. Something that I've noticed with a lot of like the Sora video AI generation stuff is that it's always in slow motion.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so annoying. I hate it. That's why, hand up, I appreciate, what's his face? Mr. Beast. Hear me out. He's been like slowing down his content and he's not doing like fast paced, just like AI. I think people forget he's a young dude. I think he's still in his 20s with us.
You know, like
He's
late
just-
20s, like
yeah.
28 or something.
I think he's in his own hellscape.
He's
too.
26. Jesus,
Oh,
I didn't realize he was
wow.
that young. Wow.
Yes, he's very young. Well, because I see people like
And I
hating-
show speed is 19.
I tell you, whenever like I see people like hating on Mr. Beast, I'm like, it's warranted, but his brain just developed. It is fully developed.
Yeah, it's a year out. That's
Yes.
like
I
insane.
I acknowledge, like, I have dunked on Mr. Beast before, but like I did not realize he was that young.
Can I say something real quick?
No.
You've never dunked on anyone in your life.
Well,
I guarantee that. Not to be rude.
okay, hold up. What about that time when we were coming back from the party last weekend and Jose came at him with a charging cord?
He whipped Jose. He didn't dunk on him.
That's fair.
I'll give him that. But no, sorry to dunk on you.
I mean, what I mean to say is hate on.
I know you did. I'm just keeping you. Hey, I'm keeping all of us grounded. All right, our ego's gonna run amok. All right. If we don't, actually, no. I need to boost your ego a little bit more.
My
No,
ego is already so low because of you.
No, it's not. You don't know. I wouldn't be doing this podcast with you if I didn't think you were good at what you do. All right. And you.
What I
So-
do is turn on a camera.
What I do is hit
You-
record.
You edit it all. You edit all the sketches. They all turn out good. They're all good, right?
I hope so.
Yes, they're good. You fucking asshole. Fucking appreciate the work you do, you fucking dickhead. It's good. We have good ideas, and whenever we actually put more than 30% effort, it turns out pretty good. But what was I even talking about? It was AI,
Yeah. Peter Griffin.
Peter Griffin, doing art.
Cleveland Brown is a tragic character.
Yeah, he is a tragic character. Oh, dunking on Mr. Beast. That's where. There we go. I had to run it back. But yeah, no, he's still learning, and I remember
His brain's not fully cooked.
it was
Well,
like
no,
a
it is
couple of
now.
months ago.
Oh, yeah.
By a year.
A couple of months ago, he was just like, "Yeah, I realized that like everything's like a little fast paced, and like I'm doing." I get the criticism, so he's like, "I'm changing. I'm doing it more long. I'm doing more long form."
I'm listening and
more-
learning.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel bad for him to some extent because I feel like he's still learning and growing as a person, just like average, like you and me. but he also has a huge platform, and he's made his
Huge.
life. People like call him like, you know, there's like, oh, he's a billionaire. Like, all of his money that he gets, he puts it right back into the YouTube videos. He doesn't have any money. I know, like, just like seeing how he operates, like, you can look up his net worth. It's probably not right because he just puts everything back in. Everything he does is for YouTube videos. That's the only profit he probably does.
The first thing that comes up when you search his net worth is Mr. Beast brings in $700 million a year, but he says he's not rich. In quotes, I've reinvested everything to the point of stupidity.
Yeah, no, I guarantee he does that because he's 26. He probably has like some money saved, but he goes on.
You have to be an idiot not to have some saved from that.
He goes on podcasts and he's like, I'm not gonna have any money whenever I'm dead. That's what he made the promise, and I was like, that's great. You're gonna have a GDP of a whole country.
Well, it's like
at some point in his life. He probably does right now.
when you think about it, like
Monaco. Well, no, not Monaco. Monaco's fucking rich. Maybe Liechtenstein. I don't know.
What a pool.
what you think about it too is like the whole philosophy, and I know like it's, you know, very divisive. Either like you save up and then you have a massive fortune to leave your posterity.
No, here I got one. Tuvalu. Or one of those island nations out in the Pacific.
Lesotho.
But then you have like the ones who are like, oh, let's use this money while I'm alive with people. And it's that whole divide. And
Yeah, and he does.
I personally believe in like the using it while you're alive with people that you think will benefit from it.
I'd like to save up for.
I mean, it's good to save, but also like
My
not to
dad
get-
was able to save enough for me. I would like to do that. For
save
my
it,
children.
but don't hoard it.
Yeah, exactly. There's a strong line between hoarding and saving.
Yeah, I'm gonna use it. Why not? Let's crash out. Why not? But
You're on your deathbed and you're like,
It's-
let's buy a Lamborghini.
I know. I give Mr. Beast all. I'll hand up. I'm a leftist Mr. Beast protector. I'll defend and serve him. I think he's.
You're gonna serve him?
I will.
Pause.
I'm loyal to the Mr. Beast starring. I think he's probably a good guy. He's just like super rich and like has a lot of eyes on him, so he has a lot of people in his ear. And whenever you're like listening to that many people and like at that age, you're like, well, these guys are doing it right, so I probably should listen to them. He's still figuring out his worldview. Like even like
Is capitalism bad?
he's still realizing things. It's like whenever it's happening, I'm like, guys, you have to understand. Like, you're also realizing things. Like as a child, like that's another thing with like cancel culture, whatever the fuck you want to call that.
Cancer culture.
You can always find something that you hate about someone. Some things are just crime. Some things are just like I hate this person. Like even with Chris, I think that's still her name. That transitioned on his team.
Oh.
On Mr. Beast's team.
Oh yeah.
She always gets flack, and Mr. Beast is like, I don't get why. She's a good mother and like attentive with their child. He's like, this is ridiculous. He's like, I don't get why people hate on her so much. And it's like, yeah, Mr. Beast, you're in a hateful world. Sorry, boss.
Hate to break it to you.
He's still, because like it's very funny. He's like, I don't get why this is happening. I'm like, Mr. Beast,
Listen.
keep listening. and learning.
Listen.
Keep listening and learning, because I think you're gonna learn a thing or two.
Just shut up and just
I think he will.
take a seat and listen.
Mr. Beast, hop on the podcast with Hassan Piker.
Stop.
Learn.
Collaborate and listen.
Yeah. You're gonna learn.
We
some
need to
things.
collab right now.
Mr. Beast, hop on the podcast. But let me teach you a thing or two about YouTube and the world itself. That you.
Yeah, let me show you how to get 4 views.
Let me teach you how the master. Let the master work.
Wow, I didn't realize he's already at 287,000 subscribers. Or at 2 million subscribers.
I could teach him a thing or two about the life and where he's heading.
Wait, hold on.
No, he's gonna be fine at the end of the day.
That can't be right.
If he's like famous enough to where if he like crashes out, he'll still be able to get a money source. He knows YouTube too good to
Yeah.
not. I think he has a good enough heart too. I think he's trying to do the right thing. He just doesn't know how. And I think that's like most people. We're still figuring that out. We're flying the plane while.
I'm just throwing this out there. If Mr. Beast was popular, like during the run of BoJack Horseman, they definitely would have had a parody character of him on there.
100%. Yeah. They still. I mean, they're probably adding it to like different shows as we speak. I don't know what.
Wow. I didn't realize that Mr. Beast surpassed T-Series.
Yep.
Oh shit.
He
Wait,
did.
who's the top right now?
Mr. Beast.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Beast did it without having.
That's what I saw, like 287 million. I'm like, wait a minute. I had to check, and like,
Yeah.
he's now the most subscribed.
Mr. Beast did it without going on a racist tirade.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, PewDiePie's number
respect
4
him for
now.
that.
He's at 100.
It was number 3.
Sony Media India.
Vivo.
Oh.
Vivo.
Someone's- Justin Bieber.
I have not
Vivo.
seen a Vivo. I have not seen a single Vivo video in like 10 years.
I see a bunch of them because like,
They're
I
not
watch a lot of
pop-
music stuff.
Yeah.
Vivo music videos aren't popping like they used to. Something I noticed.
See, the thing with Vivo is like it's literally just a distributor. It's
Yeah.
not anything.
How many minutes do we have?
Like 2.5.
2.5. Damn. I don't know. Yeah, I killed it. But yeah, Vivo, they kind of fell off low key. See, everyone falls off. You tell a 15-year-old about Vivo now, he's gonna be like, "I'm gonna beat you with a hammer." That's what's gonna happen these days.
Yeah, you know, so something that happens is on the African savannah, sometimes giraffes can just like fall off a cliff.
If we didn't have a minute still, I would have just walked off and I'm like, "That's the podcast." But now we still have a minute.
Honestly, it'd be better with having a minute. Just
If you're this deep, like and subscribe, please.
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 I'll personally shake your hand, and so will Luke.
I can't give you that guarantee.
Luke will.
Luke will look at you from a distance.
That'll do.
He'll give you a head nod. There'll be like music, like inspirational music, and he'll just be like,
It's like the end of the movie when the like one wise character's like, "Yeah, I approve you."
Hey.
I'll be a force ghost for you.
"Ooh, don't you?" And then Luke turns and
He's got his
Forget
arms crossed and he's
about
like,
me.
"Yeah."
don't you? Yeah.
Lewis.
Watch out. Yeah, this was a weird episode. Or
I mean, it's bound to be weird.
this setup was odd, but I love how we talked about the evils of man in the Twin Peaks lodge.
We did.
We should have set
To
up
some
a
extent,
curtain.
with AI and STEM. That's the evils of man. Man did that.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah, we did that. Think
Alright,
about
quick,
it.
do a Peter voice. Don't forget about me.
Don't you? What was that? Hey, I can't. hey, Lois.
Hey, Lois.
Hey, Lois.
No,
Don't
just sing the
you
Cleveland Brown theme.
Forget it. My name is Cleveland Brown. I guess Cleveland's easier. I guess because you just like cut off the
Why is he easier,
yeah
John?
to nose. My name because you stop talking through your nose.
You got 15 seconds. Do something better with your time.
Countdown.
Countdown.
10,
10, 9,
9,
8, 7, 6, 5.
Vacation
4,
is fun, but I keep
3,
on pissing myself
2,
off.